Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about homeschool, self-care, self-care tips for homeschool mamas. And this video is in collaboration with Shauna over at Homegrown Homeschool and Davine over at Calm in the Chaos. And yeah, I'm really excited about this self-care because I can always use more ideas. But I have 4 tips for you, and if that is something that interests you, then keep on watching. Okay, so self-care is something that has been pretty important since we started homeschooling. Before that, maybe not as much, because I, just had this idea in my head that I may have sent her to school one day. But then plans change, and then I realized, oh my gosh, like our kids are home with us all day long. So I have kind of created these like routines, but more recently I have added something to that. So my number one for sure is exercise. I know for a lot of people that may seem like a chore. It may seem like something that is not exciting or necessary or needed, but it is something that really takes me into a mindless place. I am not thinking when I'm doing it, and I specifically do Zumba. If you have not tried Zumba and you like to dance, it is a lot of fun. I found a really cool instructor, and he does a variety of music, and it's great. And that is my happy place, because for that hour that we're doing Zumba, I am not thinking of anything mom related. So another plus to that is joining a gym that has childcare. We joined Lifetime. I don't know if you have a Lifetime in your area, but they are amazing, and it is expensive. I am forewarning you this now. But honestly, it is well worth the price, because they have childcare where I can drop her off every single day for 2.5 hours a day and do whatever I want. They have a hair salon, they have the gym, they have a cafe, they have a pool, they have a hot tub. So I can literally, or I can do one of my classes. And they also have a nice feature is they have classes for the kids. They have a rock wall. They take the kids to the rock wall. They have a huge gym. They have a huge play area. And they do games and activities and classes, workout classes. My daughter does yoga and shred, which is like their workout class. So it gets her body moving while I'm getting my body moving, or I'm not getting my body moving and just needing that 2.5 hours where I can just drop her off. You can't leave the building, but that's okay, because I'm okay if that means some me time. So I highly recommend looking into gyms that have childcare, because I think it is harder for us moms to leave the house to actually attend a gym, knowing that we have to have someone to watch our kids. And this is just convenient because we can all be in the same building, and I can be doing my own thing and she can be doing her own thing. So yeah, exercise is my number one. Number 2 is nature walks. There is something about walking in nature that soothes my soul. I don't know if that's for everybody here, but for me, I don't even care if she's with me, because I find that it doesn't matter. I get that fresh air, I get that vitamin D from the sun, and it just changes our moods for me and her. And for me, that is self-care, whether or not I'm alone or not. It doesn't necessarily have to be alone time to be self-care time. So that's a big one. We do a lot of nature walks. Number 3 is super important to me. I take an hour each evening and literally do what I need to do, whether that's a chore, or I have just this like tendency to go upstairs after dinner and just kind of zone out and either watch a show, call a friend, or do something just me for an hour. before like the nighttime routine really sets in, and that gives me that time to feel like it's separate from the rest of the day, if that makes sense. And it is super treasured to me. Like, I need that me time, 1 hour each day, where I know that she's being cared for by somebody else, and whether that be my husband or Nana or somebody, you know, like, I need that time, and you do too, mamas. Like, we all need a break, and an hour is really not a lot in the day. Or if you can only do 30 minutes, do 30 minutes. Even if you just sat there and did nothing, it is that mental space of just like needing the time. So last but not least is I also take a break during the day. Now, hear me out. You may think like this sounds like so many breaks, and like this will vary depending on how old your children are. But I have a 7-year-old. So she is kind of independent at this point. This is also not only helping me catch a break during the day after doing school or whatever we're doing, but this is also beneficial for her, because this is teaching her, you know, hey, I'm going to take a break, and from this time to this time, I don't want any interruptions. So that is getting her some time management. She has to figure out what she's going to do with her time independently for that time period. Obviously, if there's an emergency or she desperately needs to ask me something, she can. We're not in some strict household here, but it is a relief when I'm done with school, to kind of, while she's doing, I kind of plan my time around what she's doing. So I know right after school she does some independent things, and then she also does 30 minutes of reading. That is just something we have always done through school, so, or after school. So I take that time, which I know takes her about 30 to 45 minutes, and I do what I need to do. I either get my laundry going, or I do a chore, or I make time to get something done, or I make time to do the opposite and get nothing done and just take a break. Another treasured time in my day. But like I said, it is beneficial for her as well, because it's teaching her some time management and setting timers and knowing, okay, mom needs a timeout, mom needs a break, and then she's also getting a break. So yeah, I hope those 4 like self-care tips help you. I can probably list about 50, but this video would be extremely long, and I kind of wanted to just do what centers our homeschool day. Anyways, this is my 4 awesome tips for you, and I hope that you will get use out of them, and I would love to hear your favorite self-care tips in the comment below. Please check out the ladies, Shauna and Davine, and tell them I said hi. Send them the love, and check out the playlist as well, as there will be a playlist with all the other mamas who are going to be sharing their self-care tips with you. Yeah, I think that's it for now, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.